Deportiva y con swing.
Deportiva y con swing.
La factoría del deporte desde New York para ti. Es una máquina.
Es una máquina
Pensada para ti.
pensada para ti. Número uno en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Con informaciones importantes siempre frescas.
Y con entrevistas que te ponen de cabeza.
Lo mejor del deporte lo encontrarás aquí.
Búscale en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Suscríbete,
Ay sí,
infórmate.
ok. Dale a la campana para que te llegue.
When you see Jeremiah go out to Luis, is that a signal for you to get up, or kind of what was going through your mind when the mound visit started, and can kind of take us through your preparation to get ready to pitch?
Yeah, I was, caught off guard by it. Obviously, I didn't know what was going on. I know he was healthy coming into the game, so I was caught off guard by it. I think everybody was. So, my typical routine is out the window at that point. I hadn't even stretched, thrown, anything, so it was going to take me a good while to warm up, and I think all things, I'm sure it felt like forever for y'all, but for me, that was about the fastest I can warm up. Usually takes me 30 plus minutes, and I think I did it in under 15, so not ideal. And it's not like it's a fun warm-up. You're sitting there pretty much naked in front of the other team. They get to watch every single pitch you're throwing. They get to see every shape, everything. So it's not an ideal way to warm up, especially when I know I'm going to be asked to throw 80 to 100 pitches. So I made the most of my time and tried to go as fast as possible, and felt the game out as it went. Obviously, it's probably the worst situation you can come in as a starting pitcher. You can be prepared for extras, but that situation, it's definitely a tough one.
I'll go to Mark here.
Jake, having said all that, how would you assess your time out there today?
I sucked up 4 innings. That's the best way of putting it. Those can be crucial as we move forward in the series. I wish that first inning when I came in, I don't know, like throwing about 70 pitches between warm-ups and the inning there. I don't know if I've ever been asked to do that or capable of really doing it. So, I was getting tired towards the end of that inning. So, it's unfortunate that, Devers kept that ball fair. I thought it was a well-located cutter in, and he did a nice job on it. So, take that away. The rest of the outing went pretty well. They worked at bats. Did exactly what you would expect them to do. But overall, 4 innings saved for the bullpen, I think, can mean a lot down the road.
Yeah, right up front.
Forgive me as I look ahead, but this thing quickly moves ahead in this series. If I could ask both of you, how do you feel about the series being tied 1-1, where you are? Dusty adamant that no matter what you guys face, you simply don't quit, you kind of forget it and move on.
Yeah, I thought we did a nice job of staying in the game today. We still were able to put some good at-bats against Nate, and then towards the end of the game, Yuli had a big swing, Castro had a big swing, so still able to put up runs, see the bullpen, make guys throw pitches, and I think that's important in a game like that where, we've been trailing the whole game. So, have their guys throw as much as possible. We put good at-bats together, and I think we're, obviously today's not a great day for us, but we still did well overall, and I think moving forward we're in the same spot. So got a lot of confidence in this team.
We'll go to the third row. Yeah, Andrew.
¿Qué piensas que están empatados ahorita y que ya te había dicho que a través de eso el equipo nunca se rinde?
No, claro, creo que una división está bien aquí en la casa. Creo que tenemos que salir a jugar lo mejor posible allá en Boston. Sabemos que tenemos problemas con los lanzadores, la lesión de los abridores, pero bueno, trataremos de hacer nuestro mejor esfuerzo para poder hacer las carreras.
Yeah, we got to go to Boston and just put our best foot forward and try to do everything we can to win games out there. We know that we're going through a little bit of a tough stretch right now with the injuries that we've suffered to the pitching staff, but we got to do our job. We got to go out there and try to put up as many runs as we can.
We'll take a couple more in the third row here.
If I could have 2 questions in Spanish for Yuli. Yuli, tomando eso en cuenta, ¿qué ajustes se pueden hacer de aquí al juego 3?
What adjustments can be made?
No, creo que hasta ahora, bueno, el equipo ha hecho las carreras, ¿no? Que es lo principal. Creo que una de las partes que tendríamos que seguir como lo estamos haciendo es batear con corredores en posición anotadora, que es la clave principal.
Yeah, I think we've been taking care of business, still scoring runs, which is the main thing, is to still continue to produce. And I think the key for us has really been the damage that we've done hitting with runners in scoring positions. That we've done a pretty good job of that so far this series.
Y ahora, ¿qué tan importante va a ser ganar mínimo uno allá? Porque Alex Cora estaba mencionando, tienen 3 en casa y sienten que ya la ventaja está de su lado.
Bueno, pueden pasar muchas cosas, ¿no? No solo porque ellos están en casa, creo que tienen toda la ventaja. Solo salir a jugar partido a partido como si fuera el último, así que eso va a ser la clave.
Yeah, a lot of things can still happen, you know. They don't automatically just have the advantage just because they're at home. It's just a matter of taking things one game at a time and seeing what happens from there.
Go to Danielle in the second row.
Jake, it seems like you're trying to be pretty pragmatic about this whole situation, coming in kind of between a rock and a hard place, but how would you describe just the emotions that you had and kind of being thrown into that situation and having to do what you did?
Just pretty much go until I can't go anymore. I knew after Framber's shortened start yesterday and then Luis coming out early, it was pretty much on me to give as much length as possible, try to save our guys as much as possible. The thought really, there's really no thought. You know, you just get kind of thrust into that role and go as long as you can go until like there's nothing left. I'm sure I'm gonna feel it tomorrow, but you know, like I said, 4 innings of not having to use our big guys, I think is important, and you know, hopefully I can bounce back pretty quick from this and be available, you know, a couple games down the road. But yeah, it was something I didn't really expect, but it's the playoffs, and I just tried to make the best out of the situation, and you know, wish I could have, you know, either done a little bit better, even given a little more length. So you know, I would say I'm disappointed in it. I think even under the circumstances, I could have done some stuff better.
And we'll finish up on the left with Alex.
Jake, Dusty said that he had been trying to save you for a Game 4 start, and that probably is going to be hard for you to do. What position does it leave a team in the postseason in a series like this, where you kind of have to adjust your rotation on the fly?
Yeah, it's a tough situation. You know, we can piece it together the best way we can. I think that's the best way to look at it, is focus on each game, try to make the most out of each game, win that game, move on to the next game. We'll figure out, you know, it's kind of like, let's just push the problem as far as we can. Let's focus on today and then worry about the next day. You know, if we start looking down the road of trying to set things up, there's a lot of time that passes in between. So, you know, I don't think I'll probably be able to start that game now. I don't think that's much of a secret, but hopefully I'll be able to contribute soon around that time and you know, do everything I can to bounce back quickly. But we're just going to be focused on Game 3, getting off to a good start there, and you know, we'll see where we're at after that. So we just have to take it one game at a time from a pitching staff and piece it together.
Yuli, Jake, Andrew, thanks very much.
Aquí estamos en el juego de los Knicks. Lo vamos a dejar con la mejor jugada del juego de los Knicks ahora. Mi gente, están disfrutando. Lamentablemente hemos llegado a la parte final de la máquina deportiva. Como saben, el tiempo es corto en la televisión. En las cámaras, Philly Carmona, Domingo Rodríguez en la producción, Oniel trabajando y el chino cobrando. Será hasta entonces. Lo nuevo de Moreno Negrón, y esto va en exclusiva para la máquina deportiva.
Moreno Negrón.
Bueno, que se preparen, porque ahora te voy a montar tu pila. Sí, tu pila. Óyeme la historia que yo te voy a decir. Se trata de un cuero que yo traje de Baní. La pasé a buscar, le dije vamos allí. Ella me respondió, yo no me monto ahí. Le brindé una cerveza, después le brindé 2. Luego del pica pollo me dijo, ok, tato.
¿Cómo?
Ok, tato.
Dale otra vez. Suena otra vaina. Dale, mambo.
Sigue vacilando lo nuevo de Moreno Negrón, y esto va en exclusiva para la máquina deportiva. Esa mujer nada más piensa en eso. Yo no me explico.
Moreno Negrón.
Se estaba cotizando y yo estaba sudando. No se daba cuenta que me estaba sofocando. Volvió y dijo que no, contigo yo no mango, pero en menos de un minuto me tomó.
metió el mango.
Ok, tato. Tato, 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 tato.
Wow.
Ok, tato. Tato, 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 tato. Tato, 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 tato.
Dile otra vez.
Tato, 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 tato.
Súbelo, súbelo.